Yeah. Hello, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Elin Macaulay. Today, we are just going to go through organizational behavior. Organizational behavior is one of the units in the university in business studies. So we are just going to start from the introduction part, like what's organizational behavior, what does it entail, like what is the benefit and everything. So organizational behavior is a study that investigates the impact that individuals, groups, and structure have on the behavior within an organization, in a company, in an institution, in an organization, and everything. So what are the roles of organizational behavior? Organizational behavior focuses on improving productivity, reducing absenteeism and turnover, and increasing employee job certification and organizational commitment. Secondly, let's see the definition of organizational behavior. As they say, organizational behavior is a study that investigates the impact of individuals, groups, and structure on behavior in the organization for the purpose of applying such knowledge towards improving organizational effectiveness. Also, it is a systematic study of the behavior and attitudes of both individuals and groups within organizations. Another person can say, organizational behavior, it is concerns itself with the scientific study of the behavioral process which occurs in the work settings. So what does organizational behavior focuses with? Organizational behavior focuses on understanding and explaining individual and group behaviors in organizations. Secondly, it is concerned with what people do in an organization and how that behavior affects the performance. Number three is it focuses on the understanding, prediction, and management of human behavior in the organization. Number four, it is more micro than macro. What is this thing that they are calling macro or micro? Organizational behavior is a field study that investigates the impact of individuals, groups, and structure have on behavior within an organization. Organizational behavior focuses on improving productivity, reducing absenteeism and turnover, and increasing employee job certification and organizational commitment. Organizational behavior uses systematic study to improve predictions of behavior. Number five, topic 5 is chapter 5. It is what are the differences between organizational theory and organizational behavior, also human resource management. As they say, organizational theory focuses on the organizational as the unit of analysis, organizational attributes such as goals, technology, and culture are the subject of study. Number two, organizational theory then uses an across-organizational approach of macro perspective in gathering new knowledge. Number two, let's talk about, we say, firstly, without wasting time, we said organizational behavior, it is a field study that investigates the impact of individuals, groups, and the structure that they have on the behavior within an organization. Also, we said organizational behavior, it focuses on improving productivity. Secondly, we said organizational behavior uses a systematic study to improve predictions of behavior. Now, let's see what is organizational theory. Organizational theory focuses on the organization as the unit of analysis. Organizational attributes such as goals, technology, culture, are the subject of study. Those are the main areas where organizational theory focuses. The attributes of goals, technology, and culture. Organizational theory often uses an across-organizational approach or macro perspective in gathering new knowledge. Secondly, let's see what's human resource management. Human resource management attempts to apply the principles of behavioral sciences in the workplace, while organizational behavior is somewhat more concept-oriented. Human resource management is more concerned with applied techniques and behavioral technology. Human resource tries to provide a link between the individual and the organization by designing and implementing systems to attract development and motivate individuals within the organization. Number 7, let's see what are the differences between organizational behavior and organizational theory. Number 1, you can say organizational behavior emphasizes on the scientific study of behavioral phenomena at individual and group level, whereby organizational theory focuses largely on organizational and environmental phenomena. Number 2, it is all about the level of analysis, micro theory oriented, whereby organizational theory, it is level of analysis, or macro theory is oriented. Now, let's see what are the differences or what are the similarities between human resource management. It focuses on the application of behavior knowledge in selecting, placing, and training personnel. Level of analysis, micro application oriented field, and thirdly is all about the liga. What's the liga? The liga of organizational behavior. Organizational behavior looks at consistencies, what is common about behavior, and it helps predictability. Organizational behavior is more than a common sense, systematic study based on scientific evidence. Number 3 is all about organizational behavior as a few absolutes. And number 4, organizational behavior takes a convergency approach, whereby it considers the behavior in concept. Number 10, the last slide, what are the beyond common sense? What does it mean like beyond common sense? What does it mean like human resource management is a common sense? Let's see. Beyond common sense, it means it is a systematic study, looking at relationships, attempting to attribute causes and effects, and drawing conclusions based on the scientific evidence. Behavior is generally predictable. There are differences between individuals. There are fundamental consistencies. There are rules that are lightened and unlightened in almost every settings. That's my first topic. As we continue to the second topic, or the second 10 slide, let's see the exhibit of basic organizational behavior model stage 1. According to the organizational behavior, it has 3 stages, all 3 levels. Number 1, it starts with individual level. Number 2 is it goes to the group level, and number 3, it goes to organizational level systems. What does it mean? Contributing discipline to organizational behavior. What are the disciplines that are so associated with organizational behavior field? Number 1 is psychology. Number 2 is sociology. Number 3 is social psychology. Number 4 is anthropology and political science. What does these disciplines inquire? Number 1, when we talk about psychology, psychology is the science that seeks to measure or explain and sometimes can change the behavior of humans and other animals. Psychology. How does psychology inform with organizational behavior? Number 1, in learning, motivation, personality, emotions, perception, training, leadership effectives, job certification, individual decision-making, performance appraisal, attitude measurement, employee selection, work design, and work stress. Those are the individual level. All those attributes goes to the individual level, the first level of organizational behavior. Secondly, let's see what are the contributing disciplines to the organizational behavior field. Number 2 is all about the sociology. Sociology is the study of people in relation to their fellow human beings. How do people socialize? How do people socialize? Number one, sociology, it has two factors, two levels. Number one is the group dynamics, how people relate in the groups. Number two is work teams, how people work with relation with people. Number three is all about communication, how people communicate. Number four, it's all about the power, how people use their power in relation to the human beings. Number five is all about the conflict and the solutions, how people create chaos and how they solve it with people. Number seven is all about intergroup behavior. Secondly, it has form organizational theory, organizational technology, organizational change, and organizational culture. Now, from the first dynamics, from the group dynamics, work teams, communication power, conflict, and intergroup behavior, it goes to what we call organizational system. And whereby it comes to the group, organizational technology, organizational change, organizational culture, form of organizational theory, it goes to the group. It involves many people. Now, let's see what are the contributing disciplines apart from sociology. Let's talk about sociopsychology. And this is an area within psychology that blends concept with psychology and sociology and focuses on the influence of people on one another. Sociopsychology is a behavioral change, attitude change, communication, group processes, and group decision making. All those, they go to the first class, group, individual level, that is group. Apart from that, they see anthropology. Anthropology is the study of societies to learn about human beings and their activities. Number one, there are two types of anthropology. This is what we call comparative values, comparative attitudes, cross-cultural analysis. Second is organizational culture, organizational environment. Those because the first comparative values, comparative attitude, it goes to the group, and the second one it goes to the organizational system. Now let's see the exhibit of these disciplines to psychology and what they contribute. The psychology in organizational behavior, it contributes learning, motivation, perception, training, leadership effectiveness, job certification, and work stress, work design, employee selection, and others. Number two, sociology. Sociology, it promotes group dynamics, work teams, communication, power, conflict, and intergroup behavior. Apart from that, is what we call formal organization theory. It promotes formal organization theory, organization technology, organization change, organizational culture. Apart from that, is what we call sociopsychology. Behavioral change, attitude change, and communication, group processes, group decision making. It all promotes to the group the first level, which is individual level, which is the second. From the individual level, it goes to the group level, whereby it's the study of organizational behavior, and then others, and more others. Now, lastly, let's see what is the practice whereby organizational behavior can be practiced. There are important practical benefits to understanding the principles of organizational behavior. Number one is the development of personal styles and leadership. Can be guided by knowledge by the results of studies of organizational behavior that have attempted to relate leadership styles or to situational requirements. The choice of problem-solving strategy or selection of appropriate employer price or format can be guided by understanding of the results of the studies in associated topics areas. Now, the last slide, let's see the practical applications of organizational behavior. In the area of performance, enchantment benefits can be gained by applying knowledge gathered in the field of organization. Because the environment in which the organization can be gained through gathered in the field of organizational behavior. Because the environment in which the organization cooperates is increasing in the complexity, one must understand how to design effective organizational structures and how to relate to individuals from diverse and often international backgrounds. Number three is all about being able to deal effectively with others in the organizational settings require understanding of organizational behavior. That is my representation for today. Thank you. Okay,